If you want to be creative, there's really 4 steps that you take. Now, you may not know that you're taking those steps, but you do. And in order to do something well, you pretty much do it every time. What are they? Well, that's what we'll talk about today. Hi, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com, and I want to talk about the 5 I's of creativity. First off, you get inspired. You find something that is interesting to you, that speaks to you on some level. You might not agree with the content, and that's okay, but there's something about this person's work that just resonates with you. That's very important. Art is very, very seldom done in a vacuum, so it's not very likely that you would just all of a sudden realize, oh, I have this brilliant idea that's not based on anything ever done before in the history of mankind, from the first cave paintings up until now, and I'm just going to do that. Very rare. Most of the time, it's something that's informed by other things. Now, it might be a new school of art, but still it builds on some traditions from the past. So the rule of thirds is an example of something that tends to be followed year in and year out for centuries and centuries. They don't reinvent that. Do you see what I'm saying? So, first off, get inspired. Second, you need to inspect or investigate this piece of art. You need to know why you like it. You need to know what it is about this piece that just really speaks to you. Is it the way the colors come together? Is it the material it's made out of, if it's a physical piece? Is it the way the sun is represented, if it's a landscape? What about it speaks to you? If it's a book, is it how the characters interact with one another? Also, you need to figure out why they did what they did. So if you're reading a book by Stephen King, why did he show this scene and not this other scene which is implied? Why did this character go this way instead of that way? Figure out the why. The idea is that you would be so familiar, so conversant with this piece that you could do it from memory. Third, imitate. Now, what I want you to do is, instead of doing the whole thing from memory, I want you to make something as similar as you can to this piece. Now, there's 2 reasons for that. First off, it forces you to notice things that you haven't noticed before. But secondly, it stretches your skills. Perhaps you never thought to mix those 2 colors together in quite that way. And this forces you to try and do that, and try and do that the way the master artist did it. You're actually learning from them by reverse engineering their work. And finally, the last step, the one that everyone wants to jump to first, is innovate. So what I want you to do is, based on what you know already, based on hundreds of favorite pieces of art, based on all the things in your mind, maybe you've got a list of them, maybe you've got screen captures on your computer, I don't know what it is, maybe you've read thousands of books. Whatever it is, based on those things, create something new. Maybe the only difference is the original something was watercolors, and you're going to paint, while still using watercolors, in a more black and white motif. That's different. What if the subject is different? What if the medium is different? What if you take everything you like about this piece and everything you like about this piece and juxtapose them together to create something new? You see, when you do that, you get something that's kind of familiar, but also new and interesting. And that's what your audience is ultimately looking for, is something new and interesting. So how you interact with the stuff in your head is the art. So I don't want you to blatantly rip off and make an exact copy. I hate all the spoofs that the Christian world seems to think are absolutely necessary of corporate logos and things like that. That's not innovation. That is imitation. That's stuck on the third step. You need to go to the fourth step and make something of your own, maybe informed by these other pieces, but don't stop at just imitating them. Change it up, make it new, make it unique, make it your own. And that's how we change eternity. Till next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com.